What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Tuesday, December 31st, 2024. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section. I'm looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet. Head to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Well, it's the final wraparound of 2024. Money to be made today. We got the Winter Classic today that we're going to be breaking down as well. Lots of opportunities on the board. There are some games I don't necessarily love, but there are some opportunities I think have some serious money making potential on Tuesday. So let's finish 2024 strong, end it with a bang. You guys know the drill. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game comes to us from the Capital One Arena, where the Washington Capitals take on the Boston Bruins. And the Boston Bruins got the better of the Washington Capitals just a few days ago. But that was then, and this is now. And that was when the Boston Bruins were at home and, now on the road. They are about a 500 team. They're 8-8-2 on the road this season. I just think they might have a bit of a hard time getting the job done. The Washington Capitals have been a better team on the road than at home this season, but they're still 11-4-2 at home, which is still really respectable for Washington. So I'm going to take the Washington Capitals here on the money line at minus 140. Scotiabank Arena, where the Toronto Maple Leafs take on the New York Islanders. And I love my Maple Leafs as much as the next guy, as much as the next Leafs fan. But the fact of the matter is that the Toronto Maple Leafs are just playing some inconsistent hockey right now. And not only that, the New York Islanders have flat out had their number for the better part of the last couple of seasons. The Islanders have won 5 straight meetings with Toronto in 6 of the last 7, including a 6-3 win in Toronto just a week and a half ago, until we see the Leafs break out of their funk against the Islanders. And given their current inconsistencies, where they've lost 3 of their last 4, and all 3 of those losses have come on home ice, I got to roll with the Islanders here at plus money. Now we head to T-Mobile Arena for a match between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Montreal Canadiens. And a weird scheduling spot here, 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Vegas time. So a bit of an early start here, but you've got a Montreal team that's actually playing some decent hockey. Winners of 5 of 6, going into Vegas, where Vegas has played their better hockey all season long, and they've won 4 straight and 8 of 9. So, I've kind of split hairs here on a side here, because I do lean towards Vegas, but like I said, it's a sleepy spot. It could be a bit of a, just a bit of an early spot for Vegas, and some maybe come out a little bit flat. So maybe Montreal could cover the puck line or even win outright. So rather than mess around and take a side here, I'm going to take the over. I just think that both these teams are finding the back of the net with a lot of consistency right now. Vegas has scored 12 goals in their last 2 games. Montreal, over the course of this winning run, have scored 4 or more goals in 6 straight games, even in the loss that they take against Columbus right before the Christmas break. The only thing standing between them and a 6-game win streak, they put up 4 goals. So I'm going to go with the over 6 in this one. I think we got some goals coming in this game. Now we head to Wrigley Field for the Winter Classic between the Chicago Blackhawks and the St. Louis Blues. And believe it or not, the Chicago Blackhawks are actually 0-4 all time in Winter Classic games, while the Blues are 2-0. Now we haven't seen either of these teams in the Winter Classic in a few years, but the thing is that this is actually going to be this. Well, I shouldn't say actually. This is the worst team that Chicago has put out for any of those Winter Classic games, and Peter Mrazek is just in a funk right now. He's got a goals against average around 6 in his last couple starts, just really struggling. And I think that Chicago could have some issues here. Jordan Binnington, not a great option for St. Louis in goal right now. He has had his inconsistencies, but head to head, the Blues have won 8 of the last 10 meetings, and they've actually, like I said, they've gone 2-0 in their 2 appearances in the Winter Classic. So give me the Blues here on the money line at minus 150, as well as on the puck line at plus 180. Now we go to the Nationwide Arena, where the Columbus Blue Jackets take on the Carolina Hurricanes, and a game where I'm actually tempted to take a shot on the dog here, because the Columbus Blue Jackets are a team that continue to play their best hockey at home. You look back, they've won their last 3 games on home ice. They're 11-4-3 at home compared to 4-12-3 on the road this season. The Carolina Hurricanes right now are a 50-50 team. They're 5-5 in their last 10. They're 8-9-1 on the road this season. And Columbus has been able to provide some value. The home team has won the last four meetings between the two teams, including both this season. So I'm going to take a shot here on the Columbus Blue Jackets, plus 1.5. Put on someone on the money line at plus 190. Now we head to the Honda Center where the Anaheim Ducks take on the New Jersey Devils. And not one of my favorite games on the board just because right now for me, the Anaheim Ducks are not really a team that I wanted to take a shot on, getting some decent plus money. Yeah, they've won four of their last six and they're coming off a win over the Edmonton Oilers last time out. But the New Jersey Devils played their better hockey on the road, but I wonder if New Jersey's overpriced here as well. And head to head between the two, they've split the last four meetings. So I'm just going to lean towards the Devils here on the puck line. I do trust their goaltending a little bit more here. And like I said, I don't love this matchup really at all for this one. But like I said, lean towards the Devils on the puck line for me if you had to play it. Now we head to the American Airlines Center where the Dallas Stars take on the Buffalo Sabres. And another game that I don't necessarily love because the Buffalo Sabres are actually playing some decent hockey. They've won three games in a row. They've outscored their opponents in the Islanders, Blackhawks, and Blues by a combined score of 17-5 in those three games. But the thing is, the Dallas Stars play their best hockey at home. They are the better team by a mile, in my opinion, in this game. And is that I'm just kind of sitting here waiting if the other shoe is going to drop with the Buffalo Sabres. If the winning run won't last forever, and I just don't want to get caught on the wrong side of it because the next thing you know, the Sabres could give back all the wins that they just basically put up and put together another three-game losing streak in the blink of an eye. So I'm gonna lean towards the Stars here in regulation at minus 140. Now we go to the XL Energy Center where the Minnesota Wild take on the Nashville Predators. And we just saw the Nashville Predators come out on Monday, take one on the chin in a loss to the Winnipeg Jets. They were shut out 3-0. That is now 3 wins in 19 road games for the Nashville Predators this season, around a 15% win percentage. No, thank you. The Minnesota Wild have had their issues as of late, and they're a 500 team at home. But I'll tell you, 500 at home is a lot better than whatever the Predators are trying to do on the road this season. Give me the Wild here at minus 160. Now we go to the SAP Center for this match between the San Jose Sharks and the Philadelphia Flyers. And, the Philadelphia Flyers playing some decent hockey right now. In their last 10 games, they're 4-6, but they've split their last four games. But the thing is do I really want to lay this kind of price with the Philadelphia Flyers, even if they are the better team? Not particularly. Yeah, the Philadelphia Flyers got a win over Anaheim when they were laying juice on the road, and that's all well and good. But the San Jose Sharks have been more competitive at home this season. They're still 26-13 on the puck line, and even though they've lost seven straight games, the majority of these games, more often than not, they're scoring 3 goals a game, and sometimes that can be enough to take down the Flyers. Like I said, the Flyers can be wildly inconsistent, especially in the goaltending department. So I could lean towards the over 6 as well, but I'm going to take a shot here on the Sharks plus the 1.5, and I'll put a little bit on the money line at plus 145. Now we head to this matchup between the Colorado Avalanche and the Winnipeg Jets from the Ball Arena. And I get why the Avalanche would be favored here. The Jets are on the back-to-back here. It looks like it's probably going to be Eric Comrie that would get the start for Winnipeg here. I don't see Connor Hellebuck going back-to-back in this spot. In Colorado, they've won 4 straight and 8 of 10. But the Winnipeg Jets have also won 4 straight and 7 of 9. And I just think this is too good of a price to pass on with the Winnipeg Jets. I don't want to lay minus 170 with the Avalanche with the quality that's on the other side. So if you felt the need to play this one, I would go take a shot on some value here. I'd lean towards the Jets here, plus the 1.5 and on the money line at plus 145. Now we go to the Little Caesars Arena where the Detroit Red Wings take on at the Pittsburgh Penguins. And, the Detroit Red Wings continue to run hot and cold. They're still 8-10-2 at home this season. They did just beat the Washington Capitals on home ice, but I'm not going to just blindly forget they were outscored 18-6 over the previous 4 games that were all losses. The Pittsburgh Penguins have been inconsistent in their own right, but they're still 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. Yeah, they've taken a couple losses to the Islanders and the Devils on the chin, but they're still a decent enough team that's actually started to turn the corner a little bit that I'm willing to take a shot on them here. I just don't feel that the Red Wings should be favored against many teams, especially the Penguins, who are on their level or at least potentially even above their level. So give me a lean towards here. Give me a lean here towards the Penguins at plus 105. Now we go to Rogers Arena where the Calgary Flames take on the Vancouver Canucks. And I was trying to get there with the Calgary Flames because they have played so well at home this season, where they are, a winning machine for the most part this season. But as of late, they've still split their last 4 home games. They lost in overtime to the Senators and the Bruins, and beat the Panthers and the Blackhawks. But they also gave up 8 goals to the Tampa Bay Lightning. And while the Vancouver Canucks aren't necessarily the Tampa Bay Lightning, they've lost 4 of 5 and 7 of their last 10. The bulk of those have actually been at home. And on the road this season, the Vancouver Canucks are still 10-3-2. So it's not what I'm rushing to bet necessarily, but I think the Canucks, this is a gut play for me here. I'm just taking a shot at the Canucks here at minus 110. And our final game on the card on Tuesday takes us to Rogers Place, where the Edmonton Oilers take on the Utah Hockey Club, and Utah on the second half of the back-to-back here. Not an ideal spot. I normally like taking a shot on Utah at the best of times there. They are 11-7-2 on the road this season. They do have a solid winning record, and catching plus money at this kind of price seems like a shot worth taking. But the Edmonton Oilers, back-to-back losses. This is not a team that stays down for long when they do. They're at home where they're 12-7-1 this season. Both those losses they just took were in a back-to-back situation on the road. I think getting back home, they take it to a Utah team that's all of a sudden lost 4 straight and given up a combined 17 goals in those 4 games. So I'm going to lean towards the Oilers here in regulation at minus 140 and on the puck line to round things out. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Tuesday, December 31st, 2024. Again, if you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to pickdawgz.com and click the premium picks tab at the top of the page. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. Everyone have a safe and happy new year. We'll see you guys soon.